Yeah, welcome to my channel. Kind of thinking, well, not thinking, but more of it's close to the All Star season as well. So let's be honest, it's like about 3 weeks away or something like that, or thereabouts, maybe close to a month, quite honestly. But um, question comes down to is with the Mets, like who will be in the All Star, like starting lineup, the starting lineup. Let's be honest, let the starting lineup right now. It's looking like Lindor is leading all shortstops right now, but then again, he's going against essentially Mookie Betts. Let's be honest, between him and Mookie Betts, probably Mookie Betts is probably going to get it. Unless Lindor can somehow outpace him and do a couple more game saving heroic um, aspect of things. Um, you're probably going to see Mookie Betts. Now, Soto makes sense to be in the starting lineup, but the way Pete Crow Armstrong is, apparently he's um, like ahead of him, as well as Kyle Tucker, and of course Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez, I mean, as good as he is, it's just popularity more than anything else. Let's be honest, but Soto is definitely far better than all the three of these guys. Well, I don't know about Armstrong, but thing is like Soto's like fourth and behind. Again, if he does something along the ways as well too, like Lindor, he could probably make the starting. But let's be honest, both Lindor and Soto are definitely making the All Star team, not via maybe starting, but at least they'll definitely be making it. Question is also with Pete Alonso. Alonso compared to Freddie Freeman, statistically speaking, they're on par with each other at that point. But the problem is Freddie Freeman more popular than Alonso, so chances are Freddie Freeman probably gets the starting role, starting first baseman position, where Alonso probably becomes just on the bench, but at least he'll be on the All Star team. Outside of that, do I see anyone else making the All Star team for the Mets? No, maybe Senga or maybe even well, Reed definitely does. Let's be honest, Reed definitely does. Garrett definitely does. But in regards to every other, for the pitcher side, Minea, he's out, of course. Senga, he's going to be on the injured list, so chances are he's not going to be there, of course, as well too. Holmes, I want to say yes, but reality is that's probably not happening. As well as same thing with Channing as well too. He's not making the All Star team. I don't think the. I mean, will Diaz be there? Possibly. I think more so because of the coaches. He'll definitely be there. More so because of the fact that statistically speaking, him and Reed are basically, or Garrett basically. Sorry, Reed Garrett is basically both of them are really well. Reed Garrett has the lowest ERA of them all, but when it comes to the bullpen, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like I said, I think Lindor and both Soto have a shot of becoming starters. If they can become starters, that'd be great. If if Lindor, well, put it this way, yeah, if Lindor, Soto, and Alonso can become starters, I think that might be a rarity where the Mets haven't had a three players be stars to an All Star game in almost maybe 30 years. I want to say. I remember Strawberry, Gooden, and Hojo. But for starters, I think Strawberry was definitely one of the starters. I remember that. I think David Wright was only a starter at that time, one point as well too. But that's as far as it went, basically. Beyond that, I don't think that I've seen any Mets more than two Mets being a starter in an All Star game. If these three can do this, that would be, hey, that would actually work out really well. As well as it would have been great if we had a lights out um, pitcher. But outside of that, it is what it is. But like I said, if things go the way they'll go, basically, if Lindor and Soto can do some game saving heroics and like with their defense as well too. Let's be honest, I think good. The thing is, I don't think ESPN as well as other it's mostly ESPN and such. They're not highlighting him as much, but that's only because the fact is like you got all these nowadays. It's more about the clickbait more than anything else. You think with the fact that both Lindor and Soto being in the New York market, they'll get some more coverage, just like Freeman is. But in reality, is what's more is it's going to come down to basically three things: popularity, uh, how much views they could get, And three, you know what? Maybe they do have to get onto social media and like bring some aspects into social media perspective to get them onto the game itself, because social media is now become the new norm of getting your brand out there. And if they can, get their brand of, I mean, their brand is getting out there, but if they can get their brand through social media a little bit more on their own, it might work out a little bit. Let's be honest. I mean, like, if they can do that, I think it changes their the public perception about them at that point. So it'd be great if that would happen at that point. Same thing with Pete Alonso, but only time will tell. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see, like, of the Mets, who of them will be a starter in the All Star game for this year's All Star game. Chances are the three that I mentioned most likely will definitely be in the All Star game as starters. It'd be great, but chances are most likely no, based on everything that's going on right now, basically. Especially with our Armstrong, for Mets prospect that we traded for Baez. I know there was a little bit of pressure to get someone to complement Lindor at the time, and it made sense to send him. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Because, like, let's be honest, the Mets. It seems like they made the right move when they traded Kalanick for Diaz. Kalanick is now not doing much, so it'll be interesting to see. But outside of that, I'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I do read all my comments. I do respond to them when they warrant a response. If you like my video or like this video, sorry, please hit the like button. If you like my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you do have subscribed, I thank you for that with that. But I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.